Philharmonic bass players, welcome back. In today's lesson, we are going to be learning about improvisation. If that's a word you're unfamiliar with, the definition is to create spontaneously or without preparation. So that just means kind of like coming up with what you're playing on the spot. And just kind of playing, to me it means playing what you feel in your heart or in your head. You just kind of go with it, right? So we're going to practice this by using the drum pattern number 3 video that Ben, our percussion teacher, has put on our YouTube channel. So to get started, let's talk a little bit about it. An easy way to kind of just get into it is choose one scale that you're really comfortable with. So let's go with G major, because I know we all are really familiar with that. So G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. And let's try to stay in first position, right? So we're not doing a shifting and improvising at the same time, so that's just like, whoa, right? So all of these notes from E down here up to this B right here, as long as you're just using one sharp and it's F sharp, it's all fair game. So take a second and play around on all of those notes, okay? So all the way from E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B. So pause the video, play around with those. And when you're ready to come back, we're gonna pick maybe like our favorite 3 or 4 notes from that scale. So mine are G, like low G, open D, and open A, and E. So G, A, D, E. So play around with maybe those notes for a minute. And so what we're going to do here, we're going to listen to Ben's drum pattern, and it's going to go in 3 different stages, getting a little bit faster each time. So we are going to try to fit in a rhythm with these 3 or 4 notes into his rhythm with what he's playing. So before we do that, we got to know what it sounds like, right? So let's give it a listen.
3 at 3 different tempos, starting at 50 BPM, 8th notes on our feet, 16ths in our hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second tempo, 60.
So that's it. That's what it sounds like. It's very 8th note focused, right? So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a. So we've got to really kind of try to make our rhythm with what we're playing and these notes fit in with that. And it doesn't have to follow it exactly, right? Because you know, sometimes in orchestra, you're playing one rhythm, the violins are playing a totally different rhythm, but it fits together, right? It sounds good. So we got to find that place where it sounds good together, even though it's a slightly different rhythm. So keeping it in the same tempo is pretty important for this, right? So we're going to go back to that same spot, and we're just going to play around with it. We're going to listen as we're playing and try to fit these 4 notes in with this rhythm, okay?
8th notes on our feet, 16ths in our hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
planning that out, it just kind of fell into a nice little pattern, and sometimes you find that, sometimes you don't, and you got to keep playing around with it. I've been playing bass for a long time, so I have a little bit of practice here, and it takes a while to be able to just go with it, but that's why we're starting somewhere, right? So let's keep going, and it's going to get faster, and you can see a few different things that I do with improvising, and then you're going to pull up this video and try it for yourself.
Tempo 60 BPM.
So yeah, now I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna pick maybe a few more notes.
Great.
And that's it.
As you play these faster and faster,
This is really helpful to be able to play with other musicians. So let's say you've got somebody or friend of yours who plays drums, and you've got another friend of yours who plays guitar. To be able to practice locking in your rhythm with other people's rhythms is really helpful if you ever want to like start a band or like join a band that already exists or create your own ensemble or maybe even like a quartet or a quintet. So I want you to pull up this video and practice coming up with some different patterns in the G major scale in first position and fitting it in with this rhythm. And once you've got a good one, record yourself and send it to me. All right, good job today, guys. Bye.